This video will demonstrate the maintenance procedure for models INS 1500, INS 2000, and INS 2500 IntelliGen nitrogen generators. For detailed instructions, please refer to the manual located inside the cabinet. If this is unavailable, a digital version can be found online at www.pottersignal.com. To perform maintenance on these generators, you will need the compressor maintenance kit that contains the 2 quarts of oil and the compressor intake element, part number 0090212, as well as the nitrogen generator element replacement kit containing these 3 filters, part number 0090207. Power off the nitrogen cabinet using the control power only switch located on the right side of the cabinet. Turn this to the off position. Power off the air compressor using the customer supplied electrical disconnect switch. Move this to the off position. Isolate the nitrogen generator from the sprinkler system by closing the N2 tank outlet valve labeled V03, located on the nitrogen tank. Locate the bleeder valve labeled V04 inside of the nitrogen cabinet. Open the blue N2 bleed valve to begin draining pressure from the nitrogen tank. Open the black handle valve located on the activated carbon filter labeled F03 and beginning draining pressure from the air storage tank. When the pressure has been drained from the nitrogen generator tank and the air compressor, replace the air intake filter element. Remove the air filter cover from the compressor by unscrewing the wing nut on the cover and pulling off, exposing the air filter element. Remove the element by pulling away from the housing and discard. Using the new element, slide it on to the filter housing. Once positioned, replace the intake cover by sliding on to the screw stem and securing the wing nut. Locate the 4 filters on the inside of the nitrogen generator cabinet. Disconnect the drain tubes from the filter bowl by pushing up on the plastic releasing collar and pulling down on the tube. Do this for each filter bowl. Begin replacing the filter elements by unscrewing the first filter bowl from the upper housing. This is actually for the water separator element. This element will actually get reused as there is no replacement filter for this. Clean and set aside for now. It should also be noted that on the filter housing itself, a wrench should be placed on the black wrench flat here. Do not place a wrench on the brass lock nut, as this is securing the filter float inside of the filter bowl and could break. Also inspect the inside of the filter bowls for any particulate or debris. If needed, rinse with water and then wipe clean with a clean towel. Continuing on, unscrew the next filter bowl from the housing, exposing the red filter element. To remove this, twist, wiggle, and pull down. This can be discarded. Remove the next filter bowl from the housing, exposing the blue element. Occasionally the element can be removed depending on if it catches inside of the filter bowl. That is not an issue. Discard this element. Lastly, remove the filter bowl housing the activated carbon filter and discard. To install the new elements, work in reverse order and match the filter bowl to its appropriate color element. Each filter element has a part number that can be matched to its corresponding filter bowl, located here. Install the replacement filter elements by beginning with the black filter element. Place the element into the upper housing and then screw in the filter bowl until it is hand tight. Repeat this process for the blue filter element. Next, the red filter element. Lastly, reinstall the water separator element. Reconnect the drain tubes into the filter bowls by pushing the tube into the releasing collar until it seats. Tug to ensure that it is secure. Repeat this step for the remaining 2 filter bowls. Close the black handle located on the bottom of the activated carbon filter bowl. Also close the blue N2 bleed valve. Remove the oil filter plug by unscrewing it from the bottom of the motor case. and set aside. Remove the cap from the oil drain port by unscrewing and ensuring that you have a suitable container for the oil to drain. Once the oil has been drained, replace the cap back on the drain port and tighten to a snug fit. Properly dispose of the used oil based on local codes and regulations. Place a funnel in the oil fill port and then begin adding oil. Add oil until the visible oil level reaches the top of the oil sight glass. Please refer to the manufacturer's manual for exact capacity. Remove the funnel and replace the oil fill plug and tighten until snug. Restore power to the nitrogen generator cabinet by using the control power only switch and turning it to the on position. Restore power to the air compressor by using the electrical disconnect switch and turning it to the on position. The compressor motor will begin running and will pressurize the nitrogen generator. Once the air compressor is finished running and the nitrogen generator is fully pressurized, we need to reset the maintenance timer. To do this, press the maintenance button, enter code 0000, press 1 for standard maintenance, and press enter to clear this. Press enter to confirm. This will reset the maintenance timer to 1,000 hours. Return to the main menu by pressing escape. While the unit is fully pressurized, it is good practice to check for leaks on the maintenance that was just performed. Inspect the area where the filter bowl meets the upper housing and soap down this connection. If leaks are found, attempt to tighten the filter bowl, but do not over-tighten. If leaks are still found, remove the filter bowl and inspect the O-rings for damage. Each filter bowl has an O-ring, and if a damaged one is found, the maintenance kit includes replacement O-rings. Replace the damaged O-ring with the appropriate color that was removed. Lastly, restore the nitrogen generator into service of the fire sprinkler system by opening the nitrogen tank outlet valve labeled V03. This concludes the maintenance procedure for models INS 1500, INS 2000, and INS 2500 IntelliGen nitrogen generator systems. For additional resources or more information, please visit our website at www.pottersignal.com.